Semana Oli Pop Rock Radio. Estás escuchando Jamie Roxx de Pop Rock Radio. Manténganse al tanto.
Hej, det här är Hicks från Sverige och vi lyssnar till Pop Rock Radio med Jamie Roxx.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. This is the Pop Rocks Radio Talk Show. I'm your host, pop art painter Jamie Roxx, and this is the big show. You found it. I'm glad you did. I am super excited because we've got a fantastic metal band on tonight. They are just, they blow me away. They are, yeah, folks, I know everybody's going, Jamie, you're into metal. Yes, I am. I'm a child of the 80s. Of course I am. I grew up in Metro Detroit, man. I'm telling you, I knew so many metal guys growing up. This is very, very true. Everybody wanted to, at that time, this was the 80s, everybody wanted to be Randy Rhoads or Eddie Van Halen. And I actually had all these friends and they wanted to start a band. And I had to sit them down and explain to them. I'm like, guys, you can't have 12 guitar players. You got to get a drummer and a singer.
Yeah, right.
You're going to have to add bass in at some point, but
yeah.
Somebody's got to learn some new skills here, and somebody out of all you guys better have a good looking gal to run the merch table. You want to make any money.
Yeah, that ain't neither one of us. We know what you're saying, man. You ain't got to tell us that. We know.
We're lucky. We got Bobos.
That's very true. Well, the name of the band, everybody, is Somebody's Hero. And they are just fantastic. They're out of Melbourne, Florida. And everything I hear by them just blows me away. Track after track. We're going to be playing some tracks and videos. Guys, thank you so much for taking time to be on the show. You guys
Thank you.
Are awesome. You're cool. Turned up to 10.
Yeah.
Just amazing. Just amazing. Tell us. No, I've known enough musicians to know people don't just say, hey, let's start a band. I've never been in another band before. They've always been in 57 other bands, and that's usually how they know each other. How did this all coalesce? How did this all, Somebody's Hero, come together? And whatnot?
Steve, go ahead, Steve.
Well, basically, me and Darin's been in bands together for 20 years. Seems like we had another band before this one. And we were losing friends because we'd have them in the band and they wouldn't do what they were supposed to do. And then we'd have to let them go and
they would fire them.
Whatever. So I was like, so I just wanted to do a solo record. So this is how Somebody's Hero started. I was doing a solo record and Darin came up. He called me and said, I know you're doing something. Let me in on it. I said, all right, man, come over. So he checked it. And then I said, well, put a band together and we'll do this thing. And sure enough, 2 days later, these two dudes have been there ever since. So
nice.
And hey, now the cool thing on a side note, we've known Bobo forever as well, but Marshall, the drummer, me and Marshall was actually one of my first bands ever when I moved from Vegas to Florida. Because I'm from Vegas.
Oh.
Marshall was, I think, 16, Marshall? We can't hear you.
About 12,000 years ago, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. That started my cover thing. And then that's when Mr. Harvey came around and then we did the original thing and blah, blah, blah. Here we are. Let's have fun.
Woo! Nice.
I met when I was 14 and I'm 52.
So God.
We've been
I'm going to get my
calculator up real quick.
There you go. My wife went to Vegas for the first time last year. She went to that Sick World Festival out there.
Yeah,
and
man.
It's all new metal and stuff. Yeah, and she had never been.
So what's he saying?
She called me and she goes, you said, because I lived in Vegas, not for a long time, 6 months. I got mad. I was living in San Diego, went through a breakup, said, I'm moving to Vegas. Screw this. So I did, and then went back, left after 6 months. But yeah, she said, you always say it's so hot here. I'm not even sweating. And I'm like, dear, you are sweating. It's just so hot that it's evaporating immediately.
It's a different
She's like, I know, I haven't had to touch my makeup up like all day. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, it's hot. And I think that was in March or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank your upright God that it isn't July or August because it's hot.
Yeah.
Florida's hot.
Florida's humid hot.
Get used to it. It's like, yeah. It's like anywhere, you know, I have people all the time ask me, they're like, you know, when you move down there, how do you stand the summer? So I'm like, just like you stand the winters where you're
Inside.
You stay inside.
Right.
Exactly.
Says the guys that work inside.
I feel bad for the ones who don't. Oh,
Yeah,
God,
I appreciate that.
God.
It's called life choices, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's very
And
true.
I chose to be a painter
Yeah,
so I can
I've
go
had that
tour with
thought.
you guys.
That's exactly. Hey, let's start out with the track. What should we play so we get people in the mood of what we're talking about here? Because you guys are just a really,
Bobo,
really
go ahead.
good band.
Well,
What do you think we should start out?
Oh man.
You want to get aggressive? You better go Broken Doll.
Yeah, but that's the question. It sounds like maybe that your audience, Jamie, isn't always a heavy metal type of audience. So maybe we don't. Maybe we go Walk Away.
Maybe you walk away.
No. We can do Walk Away.
Maybe hold it up. Let's go all out.
All right. Well,
Harvey,
hey,
like Harvey, that's what he does at practice.
Steve
We go to
Harvey
band
said-
practice. The first thing Harvey says is, let's fuck it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. Let's not.
I'm just
All
trying
right,
to
man.
so Steve Harvey can stomp on my dreams.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here, folks. You heard it here. We're going to stomp you, and we're going to play Broken Doll first, right? That's the more
Nice.
aggressive of the two.
There we go. Let's do it.
Here we
That's
go. Here it is. And check this out. I'm going to be so transfixed by this trap. We're going to play the lyric video for you right here, which I think's fucking awesome. I'm holding my coffee cup, and through the magic of television, we're going to play the track, and I won't even move. I'll be that transfixed. And as soon as we come back, it'll be in the exact same spot. So here we go, folks. Here it is.
Down is the longest heart.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing. See what I
Whoa,
said? The
that was
coffee
awesome,
cup
dude.
didn't move. Yeah. It's like we went through a time tunnel or something.
I want to do
It's
that.
crazy.
Play it live. What?
I do too. Although I don't want to go back. Everybody's like, if you went through back in time to like high school or so, I don't want to look like I look now and go back. I want the high school look. It was way better. But it took a long time. Annie, now you guys are an awesome rock band, as we've heard and whatnot. Wait, did you guys play around? I mean, are you playing mostly mid Florida, or are you guys going all over the East Coast? Or
we're concentrating a lot on the studio, trying to get the album done. We'll do some picker shows here and there. We're doing some cool things. We got a few shows coming up actually in October.
Nice.
Yeah. What's the October? We got Curtain Call doing a show with us. Hopefully it goes through. I'm sure it will, but it's a disclosed thing right now, but I think we got Slingers coming up in October as well, don't we, Bubbo? Yeah, that's in Melbourne, Florida.
Yeah, local.
And, we just do shows here and there. For the most part, we're trying to get the album done and get the promotion and get our merch together and just get things rolling. We're fairly new,
Absolutely.
Baby steps.
Absolutely. One of the cool things is you guys' I love it. It's a great fucking website. And folks, you can see, we have a link to it in the description of this, of course, but right over here, can't see my hand, over there in the corner, right next to the bottom X square. I'm kidding. Yeah, it's right there. And these links are clickable and whatnot. Yeah, I finally figured out how to do YouTube to make a clickable link. It's amazing. You guys have to understand, I'm Gen X, man. I'm not a millennial. I didn't grow up with a cell phone, so it takes me a little time.
I had a beeper too, brother.
Figure this shit. Yeah, exactly. And we had phones for everything.
Hey, page me sometime.
911, 911.
I don't
How we
remember
used
it.
to do it. How we used to do it.
No,
My dad
really,
had
I'm
a
actually
phone in
only
his car.
16. I'm really only 16. I just aged bad.
You just had a heart.
Real.
It's been a rough 16 years, I'm telling you, man. Woo. Woo. Drinking that Everclear.
Yeah,
Well,
well, got to do what you got to do. Could be worse.
Absolutely. Hey, on their website, folks, if you you just scroll down just a smidge, you links to all their social media and whatnot. And I always say, people always ask me, they're like, how do we support these bands that you have on the show and whatnot? And I'm like, at a show at the merch table, man, that's the best way to support them. However, if you're in Hungary or somewhere in New Zealand and you can't get to a show, like and share the social media, help get the word out. Because that's how things happen.
Put us on your Spotify playlist. That'll help.
That'll help a lot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Go to Facebook.
Absolutely.
Go to YouTube.
All of it.
Absolutely. And when you take a band, man, I mean, you definitely want to get the word out, because that's the first thing you can do to support a band and whatnot. And this is definitely a band worth supporting. Hey, you mentioned Curtain Call. We should give them a quick shout out. They're fine folks over there. I've worked with them for years. They just always do a bang up job on everything they do. They made this happen.
Yeah.
So
John and his
cool.
wife are incredible people. They've helped us spread our music and our sound and worldwide, which is so grateful for. Something we couldn't have done really in a way without them. It would have been a lot of work, but they're great people.
Well, there's no regrets, right? See what I did there?
Absolutely.
Nicely done.
You've been watching. You've been watching.
So I want to introduce everybody officially and whatnot. Lead vocals, we've got Mr. Darin Foxx.
Hey, what's good?
Followed up. Yeah, there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only. And right next to him, we've got Mr. Steve Harvey, and he's jamming. And we've got Rob Bobo and Marshall. And Marshall, I'm going to mispronounce your last
Just
name.
say Marshall O. That's what it should be. Just
Marshall O. There you go. He's serious. because he's a drummer. He's a drummer. A little tip for any rock stars out there. I will tell you, I've known a few drummers, and the interesting thing about drummers is they're never in one band. They're always in about 57 bands.
Oh, you know what? You must know Marshall.
Yeah, I told you one thing is don't tell them.
Well, we just let you know real quick. Us three, not Bobo, but Steve, Marshall, and I have a cover band as well.
There you go. There you go. Do you mostly do like rock covers or?
We do everything from Dishwalla to Queensryche to Godsmack to Dio to Judas Priest, April Wine, all that stuff. Yeah.
Where does Dishwalla fit in there?
It's Walla counting blue cars, bitch.
I mean, that's like the leap there from counting cars to Electric Eye. I mean,
that's right. That's right. Tell all the girls.
Yeah, my sister-in-law and her husband, they're into these fancy beers. They go to these, I don't know, IPAs or something. I don't know. It's got some kind of name. I don't know. All I know is we go and a beer costs $16 and it's like 14%.
You must be at Disney World.
Yeah, someplace down in this neck of the woods. But, they always have these, and it's weird. It's the weirdest thing. And I'm not putting anybody down. I like all genres of music. I like good music. That's people ask me, what's your kind of music? I like good music.
That's a great answer.
Genre it's relevant. But they always have at these fancy places and these wine tasting places I get roped into going to. They always have these. It's weird. They have like a bluegrass cover band, and you'll be sitting there and they'll break out into like Hotel California, bit like bluegrass style, and everybody's just jamming out to it. And I'm like, this is the most surreal thing I've ever, what's happening?
Sounds pretty fucking fun.
Yeah,
the bluegrass players are
like everybody. There's a guy with like a washboard thing he's playing, nobody's wearing shoes.
And no drummers allowed in bluegrass.
No, they, at the most you have a guy with a wood box in between his knees making noise with it. It's the weirdest. I went one time and there was a guy playing spoons. Jeez Louise. How many gigs does that guy get?
Yeah.
Do they have spoons in that song? I don't think they.
He's the drunk dude he's the drunk dude on the side going, hey man, you got a spoon?
Yep. Let's go.
Bring me 2 spoons out. Quick.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. Gentlemen, should we go with another track real quick? You guys want to do Walk Away now?
Sure. I can't hear it. I can't even hear what you're playing, but I don't give a shit. This fucking rock. Let's go.
Here it is, folks. This is Somebody's Hero, Walk Away.
Thank you.
Walk away. If I walked away, if I look back, please don't follow. There's no other way. I need you to hurt when you hear my name, 'cause I walked away. No need for your trouble. And if I must stay, I need you to hurt when you hear my name.
So much.
that. Yeah, fantastic track. Fantastic.
I like how you do that.
And I know it's amazing. It's like the time's just zooming by.
But wait, there's more.
Through the magic of television, the turkey is finished. I wanted to ask you guys, somebody's hero, the name. How did this? What's the story there? How did the name? Because band names are always interesting. How
We'll give you.
Well,
We'll let Steve give you the fake story, and then we'll give you.
And I'll give you the real. And I'll give you the real one.
Steve wants the fake one.
My dad died, and I named him.
Well,
Now make something up.
now I can't say nothing.
Now wait.
Now you can't say nothing,
what
Steve.
I
You know,
I'll,
that was just wrong.
I know
You put a
just
stop
went
stick
down.
That bitch put a stop stick there before we could even start. How do you follow that shit? Okay, that's it. There you go.
Well,
I'll take that.
Harvey told us that story, but then it dawned on us when we got our first shirt with the initials SH that didn't stand for Steve Harvey.
Oh, gotcha. Look at us.
And as soon as we realized, we're like, "What? Wait!" But it was too late.
Actually,
flyers
I
are
went-
already printed.
actually tried to get nobody's. It was taken, and that's when somebody's hero.
Oh, I gotcha.
mean,
I like somebody's hero.
Well, I figure
No,
we're
no,
all
stories.
somebody's hero.
Exactly. You're somebody.
We're all somebody's hero.
Absolutely. I remember many years ago, I had a gal break up with me. Yeah, I know, folks. Very surprising.
You
It has
did not.
happened once
You
or
did
twice.
not.
And she told me something very profound. It was like, I couldn't even really be upset. She said, Jamie, in life, you're either going to be someone's hero that really helps them out, or you're going to be someone's lesson that teaching them something that they need to learn. And you, my friend, have been a nice lesson. And
I
was
like that. I like that.
Yeah. I don't think I'd ever been broken up with better. I was kind of
Best
impressed.
breakup ever.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Could have been worse.
I couldn't even write a country song about it. It was amazing. Amazing. Now, I'm joking, of course, folks. But no, that really did happen. But I wanted to ask you guys, speaking of your music is so good and your tracks and everything, how is, and I hate when interviewers ask this question, but I'm going to because I'm curious because you guys are all so cool. How does the writing process work in somebody's hero? Does everybody have their piece and they bring it together, or is there one person?
We've got our own
Bobo and Stevie have their pieces and they give it to us and go learn this shit, bitches.
Right. We've got Leonard McCartney down below there and Roderick and Steve. So those two magic makers can bring in a piece or bring in a song, whatever it may be, and then let us do our parts with it.
Yep.
So it really starts with those two. They can both pull up great stuff.
Yes. Yep.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I was watching an interview, I don't know, a few months back, a YouTube interview of Gene Simmons, and he was telling the story of I was made for loving you, I think it was. And I said, yeah, Ace brought it in the track and then explained my part was singing the background do. Yeah, and I wasn't very impressed.
I like it.
I'm like, yeah, but somebody's got to do the part.
I'm not a big Kiss fan, but I respect what they do. I respect what they've done in the music world. Just not my cup of tea, really. But that Destroyer album, Kiss Alive album, was incredible. Sorry, Marshall.
Yeah. Kiss is one of those bands, though, it's hard to be a fan of. It's like I'm a huge Rush fan. I love Rush, and the problem with being a Rush fan is when you tell like real rock people and whatnot, like yourselves, everybody's like, "Oh, this guy's a snoot." Fraser Crane here with Rush. Yeah, we get it. And it's like, yeah, it's good.
Well, Rush is my band too, Jamie. They're the pinnacle for me.
Yeah, I tell you, I just I'm a big fan of theirs. And I'm a big fan of Somebody's Hero, ladies and gentlemen. Big fan. Now, we mentioned the website, which we will point, it's going to be here during the whole show, actually. It's going to be the whole show. And we've played Walk Away and Broken Doll. But you guys have a really cool live version of that too, of Broken Doll. And I just watched, we're going to play this one here in a little bit, a live video you guys had of Luck Runs Out.
Yeah.
Man, that's fantastic.
You know, we got to give props to our boy, Rod Bobo, who does all the editing and does all of our production stuff in-house. And he's the man. He did that walk, him and his wife, Lacey, thank you, did all that Walk Away video. So, props to my people there. It saved us about $5,000 for sure.
Oh, absolutely. This editing, folks, if you don't know, I'm new to this and I'm telling you, it's real. It's like, I'll tell you what it reminds me of. During the pandemic, I started watching all these weird YouTube channels. I'm not a musician. I'm not in a band. I have no musical talent whatsoever. But I'm a painter. That's what I do. But I started watching this show on YouTube.
Hey man, hey, real quick, not to cut you off, but I'm a painter too, bro.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go.
Eddie's not.
I feel bad for you.
Yep. I just started my own business.
Nice. There's nothing wrong with that.
Damn it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Hurry up and tell your fans to put me on. I need to go on the road. Fuck painting.
Right.
Okay.
Telling you, it's you do what you do. I don't know how to do anything else. That's my problem. Do the podcast. Yeah, it's, and that's what I think you meet a lot of young bands or new bands and whatnot. It's part and parcel, man. Day jobs and if you get to a point where you don't have to have a day job doing whatever it is you're doing, let me just clue you in, a little peek behind the curtain. You're working 3 times the amount as if you had a day job. You're doing more hours without having one. And that's just a Tuesday. I laugh. Somebody's like, well, I had to work a 10-hour day. I'm like, 10 hours? Is that all? Lucky you. You got some sleep that night.
Like they say, if you love it, it's not work, right?
That's true. That is true. I can't argue with it. But yeah, there's no shame in it, folks. I know a lot of people try to go for that goal, and health insurance is nice to have. Is all I'm saying. Make a list, pro and con list.
Yeah.
But if you want to meet girls, you got to get out there on the stage.
Well, you want to meet girls, you better have health insurance.
Yeah. These days, though,
did my wife hear that?
Oh, telling you. Oh man. I saw your dog pop up. I saw your little dog pop up there. Awesome looking dog. There we go.
Yeah, she's my little buddy, man.
She's being good. That's amazing.
I beat her if she don't.
He doesn't, folks. Don't send them
Animals were harmed in making up that interview.
No, let me tell you something. This dog lives a five-star life. Trust me.
Yep.
It's
Absolutely.
like all of our pets.
I have a
We got all
bird.
the
I have a bird, brother. I've had for 40-something years.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow. I don't have any. I've never owned a bird. I've never had a bird for a pet. They look cool.
Yeah.
You know, I see them at the pets places and I'm like, wow, a bird. And then I see the price tag and I'm like, we're not getting a bird. It's not happening. It's not happening. Let's get a bag of goldfish.
Darin, if you're 16, how have you had a bird for 40 years?
Oh yeah.
He
Never,
inherited
never
it.
mind.
It's a legacy bird.
Right.
It's a legacy bird.
It's a hand-me-down
I
bird.
thought I was 16, by the way, Bobo.
Yeah.
Not 15.
But how'd you 40 years?
Because I got it from somebody else that had it for 40 years.
I got
When I was 14. No, I'm kidding.
There you go.
No, actually, for real, I got that bird when I was 14 for my birthday present. I've had her ever since.
Do you want a second bird?
No, fuck you. Yeah, I'll take that one.
How about
Yeah.
Well, they live to be like 80, right?
Like a Hitchcock movie up here.
Yeah, man. I got the bird. Yeah. Yeah, little bitch.
That's amazing.
She's bit most of my
My
friends.
wife took a picture of our dog the other night, and we have a Shar Pei, and she took this picture of her. The dog was on the couch, and it was a great picture. Man, my little puppy, for the first time, looked old, and I'm like, oh, and I was tossing and turning all night. I couldn't sleep, worried about that. I'm gonna be like that guy in Naples that kidnapped that scientist. And
Well,
wanted him to
I mean no disrespect
prolong
here,
his
but
life.
aren't Shar-Peis don't Shar-Peis look old when they're born?
Yeah.
So how do you know how old they are?
Well, she's starting to get gray around her mouth. You know how
Yeah,
dogs
mine
are.
is too. She just turned
It's like
10.
me.
I get it.
Oh,
yeah.
My dog just turned 10. I see it.
I feel,
Bobo's getting grand?
I feel it, man.
I can't
same
grow
way.
a beard.
I'm starting to get gray around the mouth.
I am the same way. I tell everybody I wake up in the morning and I feel like the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz before he got the oil can. I'm just like frozen in place.
It's easier
Oil
getting
can.
down than it is up. That's for sure.
Oh, God. It happens, folks. Take care of yourself. I did not. I chose to go out to clubs and drink and party and stuff.
Well, that's
Not
what
smart.
we want to
Should've
do.
been
That's what
going
we
to the
do.
gym. I'm telling you. I still like to drink, but the problem is the recovery time. It takes me, what used to take a couple hours takes a couple days, and nobody likes being hungover, having to stay near a bathroom for 2 days in a row. It's just not worth it. You know?
And your dog don't because she has to stay in bed because you're hungover. The dog's hungover. They want to go outside and
that's
play.
fun.
You're hungover. Everybody's hungover. No one's doing anything. Fuck you. Get in bed. We're staying right here watching fucking YouTube, dude.
That's right. That's right.
Somebody's
Those
hero
weird
videos all
YouTube
day.
shows I watch.
All day. Somebody's hero videos all day, back to back.
That's a great.
Just on repeat. Just on repeat. That's how we do it. We should, speaking of video, somebody's hero video. The next one we got, what do we have next? We have
Luck runs out.
Luck Runs Out.
The new one.
Now, do we want to do the live version on the show here, or do we want to do
Well, see it.
the? Yeah.
Play the live
If
one.
it's on YouTube, I can put it in.
Play the live one.
Yeah.
Absolutely, folks. I'm telling you, this video is amazing. I watched this. My first thought watching this was, this costs some money to do. They had a crane in there, or a drone or something. This is amazing. I don't know, but that's it. It looked, as I had this college roommate, he used to say this all the time in the 90s. He'd say, that looks money. That video looks money. And folks, you be the judge. Here it is. This is, like I said, the live version of the brand new single, Luck Runs Out. And here it is.
With luck runs
Enjoy.
Oh,
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. And we're back. Amazing. I told you.
that is just the trippiest fucking thing ever.
I'm trying to rush through it a little bit because I know everybody's got off work and, probably have to have dinner yet and whatnot. Wives are tapping their foot. I can see it in my mind's eye. Anyhow, that's cool. That is cool. So I wanted to ask, with Luck Runs Out, it's available. All of these are available right now, right?
Yes,
You
sir.
can purchase these.
Yep, on all streaming platforms.
Nice. Folks, one of the cool things about the streaming is the oodles of cash it gives these bands. No, I'm kidding. I won't let the secret out. Everybody's got Google. You would be, if that type of business happened in any other art form, people would be in jail. And as musicians, I don't know how they, anyway, I don't want to even get on a rant about it.
Well,
it
it's not
sucks.
anymore. What we do, we're having fun at what we do. And you know what?
Right.
I've always had the mindset of it only takes one song, but in the meantime, I'm just having fun. I'm having fun with my brothers. We're making good music, and that's just all there is to it. Anything happens, it happens. If not, I'm still going to continue having fun. Yep.
Absolutely. Well, what I wanted to say was one of the cool things about one of the silver linings of streaming is, let's say, there's a new gal at work or something, or gal, whatever your thing is, and it's their birthday, and like a dummy, you forgot to get them a birthday card or whatever. Well, you can chip in with the rest of the office, or you can be wicked cool. If you got their email, you can buy them a trip and send it to them. And nobody else does that,
That's pretty
I think
fucking
Gal
good
would-
thinking.
Yeah, I'm just saying, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, real cool. Yeah. What's Steve?
Yeah, all you need.
I said,
Yeah, what'd you say, Steve?
whatever you want.
Steve, your audio's whack.
Yeah, we missed it.
Sorry.
Try to repeat it one more time for us.
Darin, watch your mouth. Is that better?
Yeah,
Sorry, Dad.
I heard that.
That guy said, cuss all you want. You just tell him to watch my
Yeah.
mouth.
Absolutely.
Steve Harvey, you want me to go get a bar of soap?
Yes.
What are you
Yeah.
jealous you ain't got a mouth like mine?
Just don't drop it.
That's a whole other show. Speaking
I got
of,
scolded. I got scolded on freaking an interview, man.
Did you so nightly?
I
you
got
guys are a
scolded.
rap band. That's what happened.
Will you wait till tomorrow, Steve Harvey, at practice? Dude.
You can make
That's right. He's going to bring his wife to band practice. She
Oh, no,
has
he
some
won't.
ideas
No,
for
he-
new songs.
No, you won't.
Put a bed in the rehearsal studio, give her a phone so she can call in and say, Steve Harvey needs to be louder.
Turn it up. It's on
I've got
10.
Brent.
We need him at 11. That's funny. Let me ask you guys this. Now, we'll go through it. Drums and whatnot. Is there if you're talking to a younger you or someone out there who's trying to get going and whatnot in a band, is there a particular stock or brand of drums that you suggest?
I mean, I've been a Tama guy my whole life. So I guess I would recommend Tama because that's what I'm used to. But I mean, any of the top line drums, they're all so good today. So I think just find what you like, what look you like, and go check it out. Of course, price range is a big thing too, right? You might want the best of the best, but you can't afford it. So I just say find what you like, what sounds good, what looks good, and try it out.
Amen.
Absolutely. That was Marshall O, everybody. Same question, Rob. Rod, bass.
Oh man. Well, me and Steve Harvey go through this discussion quite regularly because Steve Harvey is a freak flunk of many different guitars all the time. So we get started talking about the price of guitars and basses. There definitely is a price point where you get what you pay for, like quality. But that being said, like Marshall said, there's a lot of bass guitars below that high price point that are really good guitars. You just got to find something that sounds good. I don't even know that it's the bass as much as it's probably the amp and the settings, don't you think? I think I can make a really cheap bass sound pretty good.
What, dude? Absolutely. I've seen people playing Steve Harvey's back in the day as crank as EVH he had, and it didn't sound as good as when he played it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think it's all in the player too.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
Right there.
Absolutely. Let me ask you, Steve, as a guitarist, as a guitar player, do you have currently in any of your closets or in a room somewhere multiple milk crates full of guitar chords that have been broken, but you were going to get them repaired at some point?
No, they're at my house now.
Waiting to do it.
Some sitting right over there.
No, they're at my house now, dude.
I'll fix them. I will fix them.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, myself, I'm a tone chaser, so I got a Kemper now, which is unfortunate, but it took me forever to get that in any gear that's expensive.
Come here, baby. Come see that.
You can only get what you. If you have $200 guitars, it sound just as good as my $1,000 guitars I have. So it depends on the pickup that you put in it. It's just what amp you're playing through and what tone you're trying to get. So I suggest just go out and get a decent Ibanez or a fairly cheap Jackson or whatever. Just swap
Or
the
a couple badass spoons would work.
And get you a nice little PV amp or a Line 6 or whatever sounds good. I mean, and just start chasing that tone, and you can trade things and trade things and trade things. Next thing you know, you got 40 guitars like I did. So.
Absolutely.
Facts.
And no, you guys, did you guys do when you were younger or maybe even still, a lot of musicians I know, man, they are like, they go to pawn shops and they can find sometimes good deals of pawn shops. I just want to say, folks, there was a time when there were all these pawn shop shows. I've been a painter my whole life, so I've had to pawn a few things. I know how that works. And maybe I just had shitty stuff, but they've never called in an expert for anything I've tried to pawn. They pretty much knew. I think I bought your sprayer and gave it to somebody else.
Have old call in Chumley. I'll come over there.
But the good thing about being a musician, there's always musicians whose girlfriends have thrown them out. So they've had to pawn their equipment, right? So you just got to slide in at the right time.
I'll do you one better. I'll give you this much. Yeah, exactly. That's good stuff. And there's a single gal out there too. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't slide into her. What do they call
DMs?
That? Sliding into the DMs. Yeah, that's.
It's called cheating.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Andy, you know what you call a bass? You know what you call a bass player without a girlfriend, right? Homeless.
That's funny. That's funny.
Facts.
Well, I know a couple bass players, and it's very true. Not all. A few.
Yes.
A few.
Guy was doing nothing to you. See how they are, Bobo? See how they treat you?
Man,
imagine what this is on your back.
Hey, do you know what they call that guy that hangs out with the musicians?
Don't you say it.
Drummer.
Don't you say it. Dare you.
Now, Dan, I wanted to ask you, as a
Marshall,
your instrument is your voice, and there's really, you can't go buy a new one, but you got to take care of it and whatnot. Are there specific things you avoid? Are you a smoker? Do you drink Everclear?
Do all the above, whatever you want.
I don't. Whatever you got.
You don't even want to call them.
Hey. Next, no. I dabble. I don't on stage. I don't smoke. I don't really drink on stage. I'll have a beer, maybe a shot. I try and sing every day. My instrument's always with me, so I can always sing if I want to. There's always no lack of that. So just try and keep in shape vocally.
That's cool.
Your voice is it's a muscle, so you just got to keep it in shape as much as you can. Just keep using it. You use it, you lose it.
Right.
And I've been blessed enough by God, thankfully, that I can still sing and hit the notes I hit. I'm very blessed with that.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. I've known people that wasn't the case. There was a run that ended, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good. It's sad to see. But usually I will say it's through there's usually a reason. It's like, yeah, well, you can't drink Fireball every night for a decade.
You can't do 16 shots on stage. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
My opinion is
We used to be able to do that.
But yeah,
my opinion is he's singing the best ever right now.
Thank you.
The best he's ever.
Thank you.
I was thinking the same thing too. Usually as they get older, it gets worse, but with Darin, he's gotten better. He's like fine wine.
He's like the Benjamin.
That's awesome.
Vocalist.
I've been in a band with him for 20 years, man, and listened to him for week after week. And right now, it's the best he's ever been, and we couldn't be more proud of that for sure. So he definitely.
Wow, thank you.
We'll get
Thank you.
his balls, but we love giving big props for.
And I love you fuckers.
Vocals are hard because unless you're, I don't know, Air Supply or Christopher Cross, and no shade towards them.
No.
Well, yeah.
Love
I'm
them,
gonna throw
dude.
some shade towards them. They're terrible.
It's
What's funny, everybody always asks me, they're like, yeah, well, the music was great in the 80s. It must have been. And I'm like, yeah, MTV was cool. They play one or two cool tracks about every 3 hours, and you had to sit through a lot of Chicago and the Doobie Brothers before they got to it. That's the reality of MTV.
If you notice about our music as well, I got Steve Harvey, of course, who sings like a bird himself with me. So we feed off of each other a lot. We always have vocally. Then you got Bobo, who, me and him as well. He leads off certain songs, and we just feed off each other as a band. You know, I feed off of Marshall's drum parts, and it's just a great unit to be with. It's a very, very fun group of people to be with. You know what I mean? We're brothers outside of music and inside of music. So it's a double love, you know?
what I love about it. There's no drama, dude. It's just all love. Everybody will do what they have to do to make it happen. I've never been in a band that we've been this.
No, Harvey, it's always been somebody drama. Always been somebody drama.
Yeah, but in the way, always somebody has a problem, always something. You know, the only one we have to deal with now is just Darin. Other than that, man, we're great.
He just told me how good I was. Now he's going to deal with me. You know how bad I just wanted to cuss right now?
With that little
You can cuss away.
No, I'm not going to. I'll cuss it. He said, don't do it. He'll yell at me tomorrow at band practice. I'm not doing it. I'm not. Don't you get me in trouble, dude.
One of the things I like about a good rock band is, and you guys can see it when I watch these live videos of you and playing and whatnot, is there's just certain things when you go to a rock show or a metal show where and you were talking about feeding off the band as a unit will create this vibe, this energy, and throw it like out at the audience. The audience then takes it and adds to it and throws it back to the band, and you get this tennis match of just kick-assness happening. And it doesn't happen every time, but it usually does happen more than not with a metal band or rock band.
Well, us in general, I think not to cut you off, I'm sorry. Us in general, I'm a fan of music. First of all, I'm a fan. Not even being a musician, I'm just a fan of music. And when I'm on that stage, I know when I'm off that stage watching a band play, I want to feel that band up there. Make me a part of your show.
Right.
And when I'm on stage and we're on stage, we want that crowd to feel what we feel up there. We're your brother. Let's do this together. You know what I mean? And if that works out,
that's a good band.
If that works out, it's a wonderful thing.
Absolutely.
And like you said, it's a crowd vibe, and it gives you more, you want to give more because you feel them giving so much to you. And that definitely helps you. It's a high that you can't buy, man. It's just, that's why.
Yep. Then you got to go home. Then you got to go paint.
Yeah, you guys, let me ask you this now, because you guys are in the business, and see, as a painter, one of the things that's great, I don't have to go to the gym. I can look like a frog. Doesn't matter. All they want to see are the paintings. That's all they want to see. Yeah, and I can get away with it easy. But with being in a band and whatnot, but even still, I'll do an art show or something. You're all high. You're on cloud nine from everything. It's very exciting. And then when it's over, there's like a come down for like 2 days.
What I was going to get to.
I'm like,
yep. Me and Harvey.
You guys experienced that?
Shoot. I went overseas with Steve Harvey in a different band, and we headlined for Manowar. And I'll tell you what, we played with Exodus,
awesome.
DevilDriver, Overkill. We toured with our idol, Creator, Exodus. And about a week later, I came home and go to paint a house. Talk about humbled. 37,000 people there. Had to come home and go paint. Talk about humble. What?
It's so true. It's so funny, Darin. Every parent I have met my entire life, with every gal I've ever dated, they're like, so what do you do? And I'm like, I'm a painter. And the first thing they ask me every time without fail, houses or cars? And I'm like, depends on the check, man. I'll pay the cow's ass if the check is big enough. I don't care, But I get what you're saying. But I've learned some of the best tricks as a portrait painter from house painters because they have to make it look good. I apply some of those tricks every day. It's amazing. When you guys do these, you guys have this past of playing with these phenomenal bands. I mean, that's like every kid's dream. That's every man's dream, I would imagine. How cool is that? Were there any, just being blown away and opening for people and playing support shows and
every time I'm on stage?
Were there any times where it wasn't cool, where you're like, oh, this person's just like me? They're not a rock god.
Right,
they just
I think you find out about all of them, right? In the end, they're all
yeah. Some have bigger egos than others, but yeah, for the most part, it's always been down to earth.
Sometimes you didn't even meet him because you loved him so much in your head. And once you meet him, you're just like, God, why are you acting like that? I mean, that's just weird how some are. And then other ones you just can't, like Mark Tremonti, man. That guy is just unreal. I've known that guy for 20 years and he's been the same guy every time. Nothing but respect. I give him our CDs every time I see him. He asked me when Alter Bridge got together. He said, "You buy my CD?" I said, "Did you buy mine?" And he goes, "No, but we'll go to the bar and I'll get you a shot for it." I said, "All right, let's go." So that was cool.
There you go. That works.
People are incredible. And then some of them you're just like, damn, I wish I wouldn't even have talked to that guy.
Yeah.
Old name, no name.
I went to a show one time. This was many, many years ago. And a gal I was dating wanted to go see. She liked, I don't even know why I was there. But anyway, she wanted to go see, there was an 80s singer. It's adult contemporary, I guess, Joe Jackson. And it's playing I grew up in Metro Detroit. He was playing in one of the suburbs there. And we went, and his guitar player messed up. And he stopped the show, made the guitar player apologize to the audience, and then start the track over again.
Steve Harvey, did you hear that?
And half the audience got up and left. We didn't want to watch the rest of the show. We were like, guy's the biggest asshole I've ever seen.
You disrespectful and rude.
I thought so. Paid money. I worked hard for that money. Splashing out trying to impress this gal.
Wow.
And I'm listening to somebody I didn't even really want to be there, on top of it. But, you see people like that and you're like, come on, man. Come on.
I just did.
Reel it in there, Bono. Reel it in. Settle it.
His drummer was singing a song and playing and the spotlight wasn't on him. And he got pissed and stopped the song. It's like, hey, I'm singing over here. And then Ace really got on the mic. Yeah, that's all he's singing. What do you do? I'm just like, oh my God, man.
Yeah, it's
hilarious.
Settle down, Beethoven. Settle down. Yeah. Well, it's crazy. Now, you guys mentioned, and I know you guys are releasing singles at this time and whatnot, which I think is smart. It builds a crowd, it builds an audience, a following and whatnot, especially in the social media world we live in. No, but you will be dropping an album at some point, right? Where all
Absolutely.
these singles.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's very cool.
Yeah, you know
Very
that
cool.
you know that saying, right? That saying when son goes, "Hey, Dad, see all them cows? Let's go down there and do one of them cows." Dad's like, "No, let's just walk down and do them all." You don't run down there and do one. Walk down and do them all, man. Baby steps.
Absolutely.
Baby steps.
Well, what it is it prolongs it. So if you put an album out and it'll go by, and so if you're doing singles off of it and getting them hyped up for the record, maybe it'll get out of it, that kind of thing. That's our thinking.
It's smart.
It's the nature of the technology now.
Well,
You don't want to give it to them all at once.
Right.
Mhm.
We're writing songs together now that we're doing it as a group, and they're turning out really great. Instead of like Bobo coming in with a song or me coming in with a song, we're doing, here, check this riff out, and everybody builds off of it now. And the songs are actually probably some of our best. We want to put them on the record also. So we're just still critiquing that situation. And then once we get them down, and then we'll probably try to get it around the first of the year, an album
Nice.
maybe. I'll try
Nice.
to.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because I'm selfish and I want to have you guys back on when that happens and whatnot, because you guys are
Absolutely.
awesome. And I can't, let me put it this way. If you guys were a horse, I'd be betting on you because
Nice.
it seems like money in the bank to
Did
me.
he say
you know?
horse or did he say horse?
Either one, it sounded
Well, it
cool.
depends on what we want the whore to do.
Well,
Real.
If there's
if
a
we
bet,
were horse, he'd have no money in his bank. That's
Right. And I was told to stop cussing.
that's right. Exactly. Well, see, the drummer, they always think. But guys, it's been great having you on. You guys are awesome. I can't wait to hear more. You guys all know this on a serious note. Keep doing what you're doing because you're real, real good at it.
Thank you so much. Thank
It
you
would
so
be a
much.
waste if you weren't.
Thank you.
Yeah, just keep. I'm so glad that there's rock bands out there because I was getting a little worried there. I ride in the car with my wife. She listens to the Sirius FM or whatever, and I'm just like, what is all this music, man? I know I'm an old man, but come on, it's weird.
There's something out there for everybody. There's something out there for everybody, man.
Well, I'm just glad to see that there's new, fresh rock happening because we need it. Seriously.
Yes, sir.
Seriously. Well, okay, guys, that's going to wrap it up for us. We're all good.
This has been pop art painter Jamie Roxx's Pop Rocks Radio Talk Show. It has been executive produced by Jamie Roxx, recorded at his studio in Deerfield Beach in South Florida. All rights reserved by Pop Rocks Limited. Hannah Oli, Pop Rocks Radio. Estás escuchando Jamie Roxx de Pop Rocks Radio. Manténganse al tanto.
Hej, det här är Hicks från Sverige och ni lyssnar till Pop Rocks Radio med Jamie Roxx.